Hey guys, and welcome back to the Halls of Life podcast. My name is Charles, or Taylor, whichever you prefer, and I need to do a quick intro for you for this episode of the podcast. We're on episode 5 now, which is awesome. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm actually late on this one. I want to try and get the podcast out either every Friday or Saturday. I'm trying to develop a stricter schedule. That's up to me. That's down to no one else. It's obviously just me. But for this episode, I just need to do a quick intro. I had a couple of technical issues in this episode. It's completely my fault. I didn't double check my mic. I have a very good mic here. It's probably the top mid-range mic you can get in terms of audio recording. It's a Blue Yeti Pro. A lot of YouTubers use it, streamers and stuff. It's not quite like Joe Rogan standard when it comes to podcasting. Like his mic, the mics that he uses are about $400, about £360. Really good quality studio mics. But this one, it does a very good job. I just didn't double check the audio program. I thought I did, but I didn't double check it with the sound check before I got recording on this one. However, the quality of the guest that I managed to get on this episode of the podcast is too good for me not to upload it and share it with you guys, because he is a really, really awesome guy that I managed to get on. He's a business owner in Dubai. His name is Marcio. He owns a fantastic cafe in Dubai called the Acai Spot. It's a very healthy cafe. It's oriented around health and some really good fruits and stuff. They do smoothies. They do acai bowls, which is a fruit from South America, which is very, very good for you. And their product's fantastic. But Marcio, he has a very good story, and he's a very busy man. But I messaged him, and he very kindly enough came on this podcast, and I managed to get him for a conversation for about half an hour, and it was great. It was really great to talk to someone who has established their own business in a very busy city like Dubai, and they're succeeding. He's got. I remember when I first went into the Acai Spot, his first branch was in Deira, which is not the busiest place in Dubai, but it's it's still an area where shops are and such. But I remember going in there in 2016. I think he started the Acai Spot in 2015, and he only had that one branch. Now he has 3. And he has one in DIFC, which is a very busy part of Dubai, and I think one in Business Bay, but I'll have to double check that. But overall, talking to him was a really great experience, because he's someone who has his own business. And for those of you that are listening, or maybe aspire to have your own business in the future, just listening to him I think would be really beneficial for you. It was certainly beneficial for me to understand maybe the level of discipline that it takes to cultivate a business, or cultivate something that you're passionate about into being your income. And overall, I just think the value that you can get from the interview itself outshines the audio issues that I had. Now, I would recommend you guys listen with headphones to get the best out of it, to try and to hear what we're saying. I record the audio file that I had to use in the end was captured from my iPhone, so it's obviously not the best audio quality, but I tried to tweak it in the editing process to try and make it as hearable as possible. You'll hear a lot of background noise because I wanted to try and capture the fact that it's very busy and his business is thriving. But once again, I just need to apologize and say I'm sorry that I didn't reach the standard that I want to achieve with my videos and the audio quality, etc. But like I said, the quality of the person that I got on, and just the importance of the conversation I had with him, I think outshines that. But once again, finally, I'll just say again, I'm very sorry that the audio wasn't as good as I want it to be. But I hope you enjoy listening. I hope you can take something from Marcio. He's achieved a lot, and he's going to continue to achieve more, in my opinion. It was an absolute pleasure talking to him. And if you are ever in Dubai, I'll drop all the links and such in the description of the video and the podcast on Podbean and such. If you are ever in Dubai, or you live in Dubai and you haven't been, please look it up. The product that he offers is absolutely fantastic. It's really healthy for you. The acai bowls that he does, the smoothies, and it's a very, sitting in his cafes are very warm and comforting. Like the way they designed it, it's very colourful and there's a lot of character to it, and it's a fantastic product. So if you're ever in Dubai, or if you currently are in Dubai, you live in Dubai, I thoroughly recommend you go. And once again, I thank you all very, very much for listening. Like I said, listen with headphones and just listen very carefully to hear what he's saying. And once again, just thank you all very much for listening, and I hope you enjoy this one, and I'll see you in the next one where I've got another great guest on. Cheers, guys. How's it going, Marcio, man?
All good.
And just, I want to say again, like I said earlier, thank you so much for doing this with me. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. You know that.
Yeah. But no, honestly, you're doing me a big favour. But I wanted to start off with, for those of you that don't know you, just tell me and them a little bit about yourself, where you come from.
Yeah, Marcio from Brazil.
Yep.
I've been in Dubai for 10 years now. No, a little bit over 10 years, 10 and a half years.
Sure.
When I came to Dubai, I came to work for Emirates. So I stayed with Emirates for 6.5 years.
Yeah.
Until I had the crazy idea to resign and open the Acai Spot.
Perfect. And I was going to say as well, you're Brazilian Japanese, right? No, you're not. You're pure Brazilian.
The people think because my name is Saboya.
Saboya.
So the people think Saboya might come from Japanese, and I'm also married to a Japanese. Saboya is Brazilian.
But there's quite a few Japanese Brazilians, isn't there? There's quite a few.
When you take population Brazil, like outside Japan, we are the biggest.
Yeah.
Like Japanese community outside Japan in a different country.
Yeah.
So it's millions and millions. So like 100 years ago, they thought Brazil would be a good place, and they immigrated there. But they didn't have internet, so they didn't know about Brazil. So they risked it, you know.
But I mean,
so they ended up in Brazil. There was no way back.
Yeah.
So they had to stay there.
but what city are they? Is the majority of them?
São Paulo.
São Paulo, yeah.
São Paulo. We arrived in Santos, which is the biggest port. I'm from Santos.
Yeah.
So in Santos, we have a lot of Japanese.
Oh, okay, cool.
Actually, I have a stepsister from my father only.
Yeah.
She's half Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's been living in Japan for nearly 30 years.
Wow.
I have 3 nephews, they were all born there. It's nice, I have somehow a good connection with Japan.
Yeah, oh, sure. I mean, it's a beautiful place as well. So, but I wanted to, like I told you before, I wanted to get you on here because I really would love for you to just say how you got started with this, and what was like the big driving force for you to be like, right, I don't want to do this anymore. I have this vision of doing my own business. What was the big driving force for you behind it?
Like when I joined Emirates, for me it was a dream, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was a dream. I wanted. I did 2 interviews. The first I failed. It was a big disappointment for me.
Yeah.
I try again. I passed. I joined 2008. I enjoyed for like 5 years. I was enjoying. But I was the kind of person go to bed every day think, what's next? What am I gonna do next? I cannot be flying forever.
Sure.
Like one day it's gonna end for me. What about when I have kids? When I'm married? How it's gonna be? I want to be with kids.
See, this is the thing. I feel like I think like that as well.
Yeah.
But
I always to be like grounded. I want to. Because before Emirates, I used to work in cruise ship. So I worked for 3 years in cruise ship.
the cruise ship.
Yeah, I was waiter there. I started as waiter.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, so I've been traveling for a very long time. And I was like tired of no routines.
Yeah.
I wanted to have something for myself. Now, every day I go to bed and I keep like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with my life, you know? Bring it on, bring it.
It's okay, yeah, come on. Thank you so much.
Welcome, sir. Almond milk.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You need some sugar, guys?
I'm good, thank you.
How about you, sir, Marcio?
No, just the water.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Marcio.
With ice.
Yes.
With ice.
Yeah, sorry guys, Marcio's been very kind and got me a cappuccino.
Yes. So I used to go to bed and think, what's next? And I always keep like, I want to do a business. I want to have my own thing.
Independence as well, yeah.
Independence. I want to grow, and every day thinking, ideas. Nothing comes up, you know. One day I was like in a flight to São Paulo, and I thought, when I get home, I'm gonna have a saída. this came to this idea, well, there's no acai in Dubai.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing. The weather is good the whole year. The only down month is Ramadan, which you can get over. Like, can I be the first one doing acai in Dubai? Like, this was around 2012.
Yeah.
When I did that. And I went home. I got in São Paulo. I told my mom, I'm thinking to open acai in Dubai.
Yeah.
I said, good idea. First,
Okay, good. Got the approval of one. That's good.
first approval. Then I went back home. I told my wife, I think I'm gonna have my own business. I'm gonna bring acai to Dubai.
Yeah.
And she said, hi, Japanese.
Yep.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Then two approvals. Then my wife, my mom. I'm blessed.
But you still have the big one. The other still, and that's your dad, right?
Which one?
You still have your dad, right?
Yeah, my dad and my mom all together.
Oh,
so it's
fine.
fine.
Fair
So
enough. Perfect.
my father always follow my mom decisions, so it's
Yeah.
okay. So it's fine.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Mark. Yeah. So I went back. I talked to my wife. I didn't want to open the cafe. Actually, I wanted to open the cafe, but there was no. I didn't know it was acai already in Dubai.
Yeah.
So like, my first intention was to distribute acai.
Yeah.
Like be distributor for other places.
Yeah. Okay.
And fortunately, I met somebody who was already bringing at the same time was thinking to bring. He's also a Brazilian guy.
Man, the chances.
Yeah. And I said, you know what? You bring the acai, and I'll do the cafe. So there was born a partnership.
Yeah.
Like you have your business for distribution, I'm gonna have my business for the acai, and together we're gonna grow.
Yeah.
And so that's when I start planning, Then from 2012 to 2014,
Yeah.
that's when I start doing all my savings, planning, doing all my tables in Excel, how much I need to save. I start going to talk to people,
Yeah.
how much it costs to open a company, how much I'm gonna need in equipment, how much I'm gonna spend in visas, this and that. And I came up with the number. And I put the target for me. I need to save for at least 2 years. Me and my wife used to save like around 80% of the salary. So as soon as the salary comes, we pay our drink, which was the company. So we separate the whole money in a safe box, and you could see like the money growing. So that motivates us,
Yeah.
Every month we put the amount of money, and every month we count together
Yeah.
to see the money growing. So that was one of the motivations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying, like, I was going to say, like, because I think when you, like, the human mind, when you actually see something getting bigger, or like you can see that, oh my god, okay, this is working, I think that gives you power, Like,
And I put a date that I wanted to resign. I put a date that we were going to resign in November 2014.
yeah.
That's back in 2012. I had this like, because I've been reading like, if you want to achieve a goal, you need to set a target. And I believe in the concept.
Yeah.
So I put how much I need to save. I calculate that I need to resign this time. And I said, I'm going to resign in November 2014.
Yeah.
And that's how it went. Then saved the money, sold the property back home, brought the money. And I had the money. Then when it came to November, I came to my manager, said, I'm resigning. I was to be person at the time.
Wow.
And that's, she was shocked actually. Because she used to say I'm one of the top 5 crew in her team.
Wow.
Actually, I didn't call sick until my last month for my whole career. That was like perfect.
Wow.
Perfect record.
Yeah.
Then I resigned. I didn't have a place yet.
Yeah.
I had the money, the vision, everything in my head, but I didn't have the physical location.
Sure.
So I started looking everywhere, going everywhere. Because, like, if I stay in Emirates, I would keep delaying,
Of
so
course.
I just resigned and I did. So I went to so many places, but I had a very difficult time because nobody knew acai at the time. So they confused acai with the ice cream.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to have one more ice cream shop.
Just going off just what you were just saying, like for those people that don't know, particularly maybe back home in my country, like what is acai? Because I know what it is now because of you. But
Acai is a superfruit.
yes.
It comes from the Amazon jungle. It's actually becoming global now.
Yeah.
Brazil has been like for years and years. I eat since I was young.
Yeah.
When I was in US, Europe, Australia, and now we are the one who brought to Dubai.
Yeah.
So, but it's a fruit, looks like a blueberry, comes from a palm tree.
It's big, isn't it? Like,
The fruit's like
oh, it's that
like
oh,
a little
really?
bit bigger than the blueberry.
Yeah.
the majority of the fruit is seed, so we need to take it out. And you never travel with the fruit. So
Yes.
when they take the fruit from the jungle, they carry in a boat, they process into a puree or usually they do it like puree.
Yeah.
They do those sachets to make juices or they can make powder. But what's most common in Brazil
Yeah.
is the puree. So
And
they
it's
make
very,
that
it's very
type
good
of-
for you actually, isn't
It's
it?
very good,
Like it's
yeah.
very actually, it gives you a lot of
give
energy.
antioxidant, full of vitamins.
Yeah.
I say it's really healthy.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why it's going crazy now. Like, let's say, like 5 years ago, people didn't know the
Yeah.
difference between vegan and vegetarian. They didn't know what gluten-free, paleo, and this and that. Now everybody's like picky. I want to eat this because it's good. Now everybody wants super food. Everybody wants to be healthy. And
Yeah.
So for me, the timing was perfect. Like I opened in data, which everybody said, you're crazy to open data. Who is gonna go to data to eat this? And my idea was like, the product's good. If I manage to bring person here and try once
They'll come
with
back.
a good service, they will come back. Because service for me is everything. More
Yeah.
than product, service is the most important.
Yeah, I mean that's a big thing that I think a lot of people nowadays, like I'm not a business person yet, but like I think people focus so much on marketing it, and that like what you just said, would you say like if the product is good and it's delivered the right way,
Yeah.
people will always keep
And
getting it.
sometimes the product is 95%, 90% good.
Yeah.
But if the service is 100%,
Yeah,
people will come back because of you.
For sure,
Because,
yeah.
because of how they felt. That's the thing. So always for me, like people come, I'll be here as the owner, I'll talk to them.
Yeah.
I'll make sure they like the product, I'll make sure they understand, I'll make sure they come back.
Sure.
That was my idea, my driving force. Like,
Yeah.
especially because I was in a far area, data, nobody wants to come to data. So if I put like the Acai Spot opening now 2019, and acai was already popular in Dubai, I wouldn't be the first. It would be very hard for me.
Yeah,
Because
for
people
sure.
wouldn't come to data. So for me, being the first was an advantage. So it was a big
you
advantage.
had you almost were meant to do it because you had that gap, like
Yeah, I was-
yeah.
This part was lucky enough to be the first one, to
Yeah.
do it.
One thing I wanted to ask you as well, and thanks for just talking about how you started it, but I wanted to ask you, because I remember the first time we spoke actually, we spoke briefly about how you got started, but didn't you say like the first 6 months, like because it's your business and everything, you worked so hard, right? Like I think
Actually, now I'm approaching for 40 years
Yeah.
in business.
Yeah.
I still didn't take vacation.
yeah, I've got yeah,
For the first 6 months, I didn't take penny.
Yeah.
Zero.
really,
For the first year, then I started taking, but very low amount. So who supported me was my wife. So
Sure.
that's the idea. Saying like, what helped me more was my wife,
yeah,
So she was the one who I say like, I'm gonna resign, and you're gonna stay. You're gonna support.
Yeah.
The house, whatever comes, and I'll do my best for the business to succeed. So for me, was no way out. I couldn't see the business going wrong.
Sure.
So I had to make sure I was going to work hard enough to make people come. I'm gonna give best service so people come.
Yeah.
I started with 5 people here, so it was only 5 people. Now this store alone has 26. This store alone, yeah.
that's insane.
So the Acai Spot now with the AFC Marina is like has over 50 employees.
That's incredible. Like,
So that's the thing. That's the support for the people. It's hard. The beginning is very hard. It's where everybody breaks in the beginning.
yeah, of course.
Either they don't have the cash flow to continue running the business, they didn't calculate properly.
Yeah.
I love numbers, so every day I'm doing Excel sheets, every
Yeah.
day I'm doing graphics, and because I like to see how the money goes in, I count every day. I don't mess with money, money is very important.
You have to have a good relationship with money, 100%. I think. Like,
100%, you need to know how to spend money.
of course.
If you do a mistake in a business, you can break. Because business is good today, but tomorrow they have Ramadan. That's gonna bring the business down. They have big holidays. People leave from here.
Yeah.
But here is not a touristic area.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's commercial. So when have holidays, when have Ramadan vacations, end of the year, of course goes down. So we need to be always ready.
Yeah.
Looking forward. It's a bit of a challenge, I never had a business, but I didn't study business. But I used to read. I'm always reading.
Always reading.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite books that you read, or that you would recommend for people that want to learn and study maybe business or finance?
I like Brazilian books,
Yeah.
so it's hard to
No, sorry.
because they are in my own language, you know. So, but like Blue Oceans is good. Like I'm not the type of person who's gonna trying to be competing with the competitors in pricing this. I don't go for the blood. I like to do myself. I like to improve my products and do something different. Like I
Sure.
created the one, the acai in the jar. So many people copy us, but we are the first doing it. We created some type of acai boss. People go and copy. So my advantage, I want to be ahead. You know?
Yeah.
I want to think the next thing before somebody else thinks.
Sure.
So yeah, but read about Google, Facebook, like how they grow this business, you know. That's what I'm reading now. Vishal is a
Yeah.
guy from I think Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has his company in Malaysia.
Yeah.
And how the code of is extraordinary. How
Yeah.
it's going to be better, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, I like websites where I can go and do some, I can watch videos and see the history of people, how they grown the business, how they did. Actually, I decided to franchise after watching one of those videos, like,
Yeah.
and the idea of the guy, like, I grow my business because of franchising, you know, because franchise taking the burden from you, of like putting all the money up front, and somebody else is gonna put, and you get a margin on that.
Sure.
So
Okay.
and before I didn't want to do franchise because I'm the type of person I like things to be very well done. So I didn't trust people, you know.
Sure.
So and so many people start inquiring about, I want to have a shop the same as yours. And I said, okay, if I'm gonna do franchise, let me do it in the right way. So I went to the consultants for franchise. Took me a whole year doing the study to then start franchising.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the idea. So we saw the first franchise was DFC, Marina,
Yeah.
and coming Hawanid, Sharjah, as already.
From one store to nearly six,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, these all signed already, and they have other stores which I cannot tell now, but
Yeah, for sure.
it's to come, you know. But I don't like to say the store is coming unless it's
Yeah, for sure.
signed. For
Yeah.
me, a deal is when it's signed. If it's not signed, it's not a deal. We have the good things coming, so different countries, hopefully.
Bloody hell, it's amazing. But I wanted to just say, like, what is the number one thing that you would say to people that are too scared to try their own thing, or the number one advice that you would give to someone who's starting? Like
If you want to do a business,
yeah,
like you need to be ready to sleep less, be worried all the time.
Yeah.
You need to be ready for that. Like if you're the type of person that you're too scared to lose the money, too scared to work,
yeah,
don't do it, you know, like
Yeah.
for me like courage is the most important and the vision, you know, like when I put the vision for the Acai Spot, I bought 150,000 paper cups of acai before I started. And my father said, you're crazy. I said, don't worry, you're gonna sell it, you know. But like my house is full of boxes. Like,
Yeah.
paper napkin, I bought thousands and thousands. And like because I had the vision, like I was going to do proper, I was going to do right, you know.
yeah,
So it's courage, you know, like you need to stick with the vision. And so many people are gonna try to put you down. So many people say, don't do this. You're gonna lose your ticket. You have your good. You know what I mean, right?
I think and it's like naysayers, but I think and no disrespect towards anyone who is just comfortable or whatever, but like for me, I think people, when you start to achieve something, or when you question maybe something like, no, I can do something better, or I can do my own thing. Some people don't like it because you're almost questioning their reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're
100%.
like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're going to do this? What do you mean you're going to do your own business or something? And then
So many people try to like convince me not to do it. You know, like really crazy. You putting that much money ahead. You're spending all your savings. Like I said, like okay, I did a perfect record in Emirates. Worst case scenario. I lose my money, go back fine. I go back to Japan with my wife, I try something new. That's the worst case scenario, but like, I don't want to be like,
What if?
what if? You know, like, that's the worst, what if?
Yeah, it's regret.
I like the what if in a positive way. When I have in 2012, what if I open a Acai Spot and if I do this, what can I get from that? I like this what if in a positive way, but I don't want to think in the past like, what if I have done that or not.
Exactly.
So.
And I think.
And as well, like I avoided talking to so many people like about my goals and my plans and my dreams because I knew people were going to put me down. So
of course.
So I didn't tell most of the people until like I resigned already. So no way back. No way back.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I think it's more like when you keep it to keep it to you or the people that you really trust, then you don't have that negative energy.
But even sometimes. Even sometimes the people that love you,
surprise
not
you.
because they don't want to encourage you, because they are afraid.
Yeah, of course.
Like your parents, my father said I was crazy. Not to be directly, but for my mom, you know, it's crazy, you know, like buying so many thousands of cars, this and that, putting all the money, because they are afraid you break, you fail, you know.
They don't want to see you hurt. That's why.
They don't want, So. It's hard, but sometimes you need to avoid telling people what you're doing just if you have the vision, if you have everything, it's the most important. That's what you're gonna drive the business, you know. Like,
of course.
It's your decision, that's your life, and that's the business that exists today because somebody was crazy, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, there wouldn't be anything. Everybody would do the same.
I mean, I think that's the big thing for a lot of people and for me as well. Like I look at someone else and and draw inspiration, but also I'm just kind of like, man, it started from somewhere. Someone was like, hang on, it didn't just fall out of the sky. Someone had the concept, they went with it.
McDonald's started with one, Box started with one, everything started with one.
And the KFC guy, man, he's 60 something
60 something.
when he came up with it, and it's like, there you go, you know. And I think a lot of people are just too scared, and who can blame them? You know, it is scary.
Yeah, you need to be courage, but you need to be ready to run the business.
Yeah.
Like not everybody has the guts to be every day like thinking about the money, like not customer coming. Like it's hard. Like the first few months, it's hard when you don't see people coming. You know, like it's taking time to run. You know, but in this time, my father was very supportive and said, it takes time for people to know you. You know, be patient. You know, just be 100%. And people will come. And start going. And then like now it's amazing. You know? Now it's paying off. Now this year I'm taking vacation. Finally.
100%. But also just like the way you guys designed it, like is wonderful. Like it's a very comforting feeling being in your branches. Like, and that's one thing I think that you guys have cultivated very well, like the branding and stuff.
That was my wife actually.
Hey, she did a great job.
That was my wife, because when I did my first design, I looked at it, she was like, this is terrible, no way. And she redone everything. So whatever comes for decoration, design, I don't touch. I don't touch. Whatever comes for financial process, this and that, recipes we still do together.
Sure.
But for financial, everything I do. I'm more into money and how things are run. But design-wise, vision, that's for her. That's for her, 100%.
But that sounds like a great partnership. And I was going to say, I've got sort of just 2 more things that I'd like to talk to you about, and then I'll let you get on with your day. The first one is what habits do you have that you'd say really help you to stay disciplined, like in your life, and how you conduct yourself? Like, what daily habits do you do, or not really? You just go with the flow.
Like usually wake up 6 in the morning.
Yep.
Gym in the morning, at least running a little bit, or lift some weights. I don't do like crazy gym, going crazy with the machines, but
just get the body moving.
Get movement. Yeah. I try to watch something every day related to business.
Okay.
Every day.
Yeah.
If I read a book, it needs to be related to business.
Sure.
Nothing against romance, but I like something that's gonna bring me something, you know.
Yeah.
For me, I'll never sleep in the afternoon.
Really?
Yeah, for me it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be doing something.
Sure.
Yeah, like basically that's it. Like wake up early, do my work as soon as possible. I sleep around 10:30, 11
Yeah.
maximum. Don't stay too long. Keep focus. I don't go much out. Not because I don't like, but like with family, baby, like business. I'm the kind of guy, family guy as well.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like to stay with the family. I like to watch a movie when I have my free time with my wife. Or as business, like every day I need to learn something. Every day.
Yeah.
Every day I look for something that can bring something. I have franchise today because I was studying, then I had the idea, like I changed things because I watched somebody doing, I
Yeah.
learned from the mistakes. It's something that, well, yeah, I think it's no secret, no, I don't have a special formula to.
No.
No,
It's just more like I think touching on what you said, like just even just moving. I think in the morning is so
like for
important.
me, waking up 7:30 is already a disaster.
Yeah.
It's like I lost my morning.
Yeah.
By 7:30, I should be done with my gym. Should be done with my breakfast. I already read some mails, checked some papers, finance.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready with my agenda to discuss, that check what I'm going to do for the day. If I go to this branch. Yeah, that's it.
Fantastic. I mean, already that sounds like very disciplined. And the thing is, in the morning, if you get up at 6, you already have 6 hours that you can work with.
Yeah,
Like,
like
I mean, if you start the business and stuff, then
My idea is to wake up 5. That's my idea. I try a few times, but it's quite tough. 5 in the morning, but my idea is to go to 5 in the morning.
well, the special forces, like for all the countries around the world, they get up at 4:30, I think, every
Yeah.
morning as well, don't they?
Because
Like,
I also like to sleep early.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
me, no problem. My daughter wake up early, so it's also fine for.
Yeah.
Ideally, I want to wake up like 5 o'clock every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
5
And get
o'clock.
things done. Yeah.
for sure. Well, honestly, Marcio, I think that's pretty much everything. I don't want to take up too much of your day, and just honestly, thank you so much for coming on. I have one last question for you. How would you like to be remembered?
Like if you want to be remembered, you need to leave something behind.
Sure.
Like people can be mourned if they leave something back. Like I always think like this. Mozart, like his body's dead, but he left music.
Yeah.
Like people left. Ray Kroc left the McDonald's.
Yeah.
I want to spread acai everywhere.
Yeah.
I want to be somebody that took acai from Dubai to global. And acai is not gonna be the last thing I'll do. I'll be opening more companies in the future. Hopefully.
Dip your hands in other things,
like,
yeah.
Well, that's somebody who did something different,
Yeah.
had the courage, left from comfortable position to do something. That's
I think that's perfect. Marcio,
Thanks so much.
Thank you
Appreciate it.
so much for coming
My
on.
pleasure.
I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing the more success in the future.
Hopefully.